Hi everyone, it's me Andrew. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking to you about my bottom surgery appointment that I had with Mr. Christopher, and Shaun came with me. So the appointment time was at 4:20 and we checked in at 4:14. I had a form to fill out. They photocopied said form. I can't remember what the form was. I think it was just to double check that my email address was right, that my home address was okay. And they asked me about in terms of how I was going to pay for my appointment, and because everything's paid via NHS and where Mr. Christopher works is in a private hospital, so I was just like, and then like another receptionist was like, oh no, yeah, Mr. Christopher's appointment, it's through the NHS, so it's fine. I was like, okay, cool. I don't have the money for that. In comparison to the hospital that I went to for Mr. Christopher and the one I went to see Mr. Morris, it was like both very different. I know they're both like private hospitals, but the sofas there in the waiting room to see Mr. Christopher were so comfy, and it was so weird. I almost took a nap and someone asked if I was okay. I was like, no, I'm okay, I'm just a bit tired. Before my appointment, there was so much stress and anxiety building up for this one appointment, and I don't know why I was really stressed and anxious about it, because I know like I've gotten as much as information as I could about Meta, and that's why I chose Meta. So, and it wasn't like I was going there without knowing like everything. Maybe like some few minor details I wasn't aware about, but like I knew like most of the gist about it. So eventually we got seen. He asked me a few questions, the usual medical history, if I smoke, any surgeries I had, allergies, asked me which type of bottom surgery I wanted, and I told him obviously I want Meta, which I've said before to you all, and then he went into great detail of how the operations would be, and that they would be all done in 3 stages. So the first, you know what, I don't at the moment, in terms of how sleepy I am, I'm gonna link you all to another video that someone else has done about Meta, so link in the description down below. But after the first stage, I'd have to wait and heal for about 6 months, and then the second and third will come. Sorry, I wrote these notes on the day of the appointment so I wouldn't forget, but there are just some bits I've written and it's just so funny. Asked my histo and I said yes, I'd please get rid of stuff, please just get rid of it. So I wrote here, asked me about histo and explained how they'd destroy it, brackets set on fire, and then I did a BTS fire reference. So in talks of like the second stage, because obviously I need to heal and stuff like that, make sure there's no complications in between. Before the second stage, I have to lose a bit of weight, and I have to be around like 9.5 to 10 stone before my second stage. And said ideally my penis would look better the slimmer I am, is what I paraphrased and wrote it down here. In terms of the second stage, I was always aware that I would have to lose some bit of weight, but it never really crossed my mind until this appointment. I mean, yeah, I thought about it, like I had to lose weight for my surgery, but then like I think it like came as like a realization that it had to happen, sort of thing. And for me, like in terms of my weight, when I was diagnosed with an overactive thyroid and I did lose like about more than 1 stone, that really did worry me. But then again, how old was I, like 13 or 14 when this all happened? So it was really worrying for like other people to see me suddenly drop this weight. So I don't know, I guess I'm worried again by losing weight, even though I shouldn't be worried about it, if that makes sense. But I weighed myself a while ago at Shaun's, and I can't actually remember how much I have to weigh. You know what, I can't even remember. What? I'm over 10 stone, so I have to like bring it down to at least 10, or try to make it within the 9.5 stone to the 10 stone bracket. With a phalloplasty, I believe it's like you have to weigh over 10 stone, I think, or you have to be 10 stone. I'm not really quite sure. I hope this was somewhat useful. I'm slightly a bit out of it because I'm a bit sleepy, and also because this appointment was a while ago and I was supposed to record it, but then I think I just lost track. If you have any questions about Mr. Christopher or the hospital or anything else in regards to it, please let me know. So yeah, so like I said before, this is all funded by the NHS, so I don't really have to pay for anything unless in terms of like travel, but because Mr. Christopher is in London, I don't actually have to travel all the way down. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye!